number one. Is Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar the biggest match at Mania, or the most important match at Mania right now?
Yes.
Think so?
In my opinion, yes.
And why do you think that?
Because right now, this is, WrestleMania was built on spectacle. It's built on attractions. Originally Vince McMahon's vision is, I gotta have the attraction match. This is an attraction match. This is fresh. This is new. This is something everybody's wanted. We've always wanted a successor to Brock Lesnar. Everybody who's big that's come along, we've said, this gonna be the next big thing. Nope. This gonna be the next big thing. Nope. For the first time ever, Brock Lesnar truly looks vulnerable. Looks very vulnerable to somebody who could possibly take that reign. And everybody want to see it happen. So yes, in my opinion, out of all the matches going on, they have good matches. This right here is a needle mover by itself. For me. For sure.
All right, Ty, what do you think?
I agree that it is a needle mover. I think it's important in a different way, though, just because of who's in charge with the TKO. And, TKO, they're pushing their UFC. They're, look at what happened with Brock Lesnar and John Cena. They still have that whole thing. Hey, listen, wrestling is still not, real fighting. So I'm kind of worried about that on the Oba Femi spectrum thing, because I don't want them to job out Oba Femi. But it's two behemoths, two giants, two freaking kaijus. And I do think that in that sense, it is very much a main event level match, even more so than like the Cody and Randy match. The Cody and Randy match is a very pro wrestling niche match, but because Brock Lesnar is in this match, it brings in a whole nother demographics, and I just hope they don't fumble it.
Gotcha.
So
cool. I got you. Well, I think it's the biggest match on the card for different reasons. I think one of the main reasons is everybody want to see if, because one of the big Triple H talking points, other than the race thing, is creating new stars, which I think he's done a decent job, especially with Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed and others. But I think this match is very important because we want to see it. Like, is he going to pull the trigger, or is he going to be way predictable like he has been these last couple years? So I just want to see if he's going to do it. Is he going to pull the trigger and let Oba win this, or is he going to be too predictable and let Lesnar win it, and it maybe like have Oba win at Backlash, which whatever. So that's why the match is important to me. I think this is the most important match. Like CM Punk, Reigns, you don't really have that stress. Orton, Cody really don't have the stress. Either way, people might hate that Cody wins, but he's still the face of the company, so you can't really fault it. This match, people are invested because they want to see if Triple H is gonna do it. Is he ready to build another star at WrestleMania and not be predictable? So that's why I think this match is important than like Punk, Reigns, or Cody and Orton.
So what are in your guys' opinions, what are the pros and cons of either decision? Okay, what are the pros and cons if Oba Femi goes over?
The pro is on the biggest night in wrestling, you have one of your young stars go over. and that sends a message. Also, to the casual fan, it makes Oba look important. It makes Oba look good. That's your pro. Your con is once he goes over Lesnar, the con is the aftermath of it. What happens after? Because we don't know. So that's the con, and that's the only con I see. Like, if he does go over, what's next? Because I'm gonna tell you what the con is if he does lose. If he loses, the con is, well, damn, another guy falling victim to Brock Lesnar, whatever. The con is it's not gonna be good looking at Triple H, especially for the racist thing. Even though I don't believe he is, but it's just that's a con. It's just not gonna look good. So,
what about you, Tez? What do you?
He had me at the pro. The con of him winning would be the mishandling of the future. Meaning, if he wins this match, he needs to go on a tear for a long time. He needs to have his own reign of terror. You don't have to fast track him to the title yet, but let him get in some feuds, win some feuds, and just be dominant. Like, let it burn. Continue to let it go. If they kill his momentum, because after you conquer the beast, you can't just go back to the bottom and start fighting for the Intercontinental belt or nothing like that. But at the same time, you don't have to go straight to the heavyweight belt, but have some strong feuds, keep going strong, and build that star. Keep it going. Do not kill his momentum. And the con of him losing is, how do you build him back up to be a threat again when he himself has been slain by somebody who's already claiming to be on their last leg? How does that make the young wolf look? Like, you supposed to be coming in, taking over, and then you lose. What now? You gonna come out, still do your thing, but now we like, you shown there's a kink in your armor. We see now that you can lose. Like, of course, everybody know he lost in NXT, but we know how NXT and main roster work. To the people who watch only the main roster, they've never seen him lose. So nobody wants to see him look weak right now. I think he needs it.
Yeah, now here's the thing. Losing to Brock Lesnar, is it defendable? Because you got to understand this. Brock Lesnar is feared not only as a wrestler, but as a fighter. And you also have to look at the meta aspect. Take away the WWE aspect. Think about UFC aspect. Because I guarantee you that has a lot to play in it too.
Yeah, this was 7 years ago. Like I give you a saying, but people in the MMA world jokes on Lesnar. Like, if this was Lesnar 7 years ago, I feel what you're saying. But this is Lesnar. This is an older Lesnar. Like, is he still fearing the wrestling world? Yes, but as a fighter, maybe not so much. I don't think Lesnar had the same mystique he did 7 years ago when he was fresh off of UFC 300. So this is an older Lesnar. Like, fighters already moved on. He's not the guy anymore. So I get what you're saying, but this is not the same Lesnar. This is a Lesnar that's already been beaten up by Cody Rhodes 3 times in a row. You know what I'm saying? This is a Lesnar that already been beaten up plenty of times. So it's not the same Lesnar. I get what you're saying though, but I think that Lesnar is fast.
So do you think that it is going to be like fighting till it's going to be like a Bret Hart fight all the way till the end? Like barely being able to stand type of fight?
Maybe. I can see that. But
yeah, let him go the distance.
But
I think that would help both wrestlers.
Yeah. The only way it's gonna be defendable losing to Lesnar if Lesnar cheat to beat him. If Lesnar has to cheat, like hit him with like some, not brass enough, but just cheat. And like Oba had him and he cheated, and, rolled up and he held the, something like that. That's defendable. Maybe. people still be mad,
Yeah,
but
but I
it's
think that's a
defendable.
cheap.
But
That's
yeah,
a cheap way.
but it goes along with Lesnar's character.
Lesnar's finna start. He finna turn into Vigo from Ghostbusters too.
Yeah. So,
You know,
but I
he's
think,
staying.
yeah, I think that goes with his character, especially if he's desperate and you can play into that. And Oba can play into that. You was desperate. I had you. You was desperate. I had you. You out of your character.
The ruler had you.
Exactly. So you can play into that.